In this video, I'm going to talk to you about connecting your Sony NW-ZX2 Walkman to your Mac in order to share its internal storage as well as any storage plugged into the micro SD card. So as you can see here, I have my Walkman set up and running, and we're looking at it on a window in my screen here. You'll see that it's connecting to its internal storage card and it's going to get ready to enable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here on my Mac and click on Finder to open a new Finder window. And you'll see that I have a list of devices that is connected to my particular Finder. I have my backup disk and remote disk, and that's really all that's connected to my Mac at this particular point. Now what I want to do is I want to be able to see my Walkman in here as a drive so I can go ahead and add music to it, etc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my finger on the Sony logo at the top of the screen, and I'm going to go ahead and drag down, and I get access to a couple of different things in this particular window. The first is the ability to turn on USB storage. And then the last that you're going to be interested in this particular tutorial is the System Storage Selected entry. The first one, turn on USB storage, tells your Walkman to go ahead and share the drive so that your Mac can see it. The last one, the System Storage Selected, which might also say SD card selected, is really telling you which particular area of storage on this Walkman is going to be showing up on the Mac, either the system storage on the device itself or the micro SD card itself. So let's go ahead and have a look at that particular menu. I'm going to go ahead and tap on it, and it brings up this particular menu, and you'll see I can select system storage, I can tap on SD card, and I can also tap on USB auto connection. Now what USB auto connection does, it's very handy. I can go ahead and check that. And basically what that tells your Walkman to do is as soon as you plug it into the Mac to go ahead and share its drive. So you don't have to do it manually every time. But for the purposes of this video, let's do that for the first time. I'm going to drag back down again. And you'll see one of these options is the option to turn on USB storage. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on that. And this screen may come up, in fact, when you plug in your Walkman first to USB. Right now, it's connected to USB, but it's not turned on USB storage. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on that particular button. It tells me, am I sure I want to do it? It might be in use. And in fact, you saw that my Walkman was busy indexing music. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on OK. And now what it's doing is it's sharing to my Mac its disk. And you'll see on the Mac there, I now have the remote disk I had before, backup, and I also have Walkman. If I click on Walkman, I can see all of the files that are inside the Walkman itself. And there's a lot of stuff that's internal to the Walkman here. The thing that you're interested in is essentially going to be the music directory. And you can see here I have my artists A all the way down here through L. So I have lots of different artists that are sitting on this particular internal card. But what if I want to see the external card? Well, it turns out that the Walkman can only actually share one place at a time. And so if I was to go here to System Storage Selected, I could select SD card instead. But as you know, on a Mac, it's not a good idea to just disconnect the device. You should first go over and eject the disk. So I've ejected that. I'm now going to tap on the SD card here. And it's automatically going to share because I have that last checkbox checked. And now you'll see here on my Mac, I have Walkman SD. And if I go ahead and look in music, it's a different set of music, M through Z or whatever it happens to be. So that is essentially how you share your two music locations with your Mac. You're going to drag your finger down the screen, and on this thing that says SD card selected or internal storage selected, that's how you're going to tell it which of the two storage areas to go ahead and share with your Mac. But remember again, the disk should always be ejected before you go ahead and do that. What I can do now is tap on System Storage again. My Mac will briefly lose connection to the display program. It'll reconnect. And on the left-hand side, you'll see that my system storage shows up and it's called Walkman. So that is essentially how you connect the two, and that is how you're going to connect your player so that Dapper has access to those two different storage locations and can copy music over. The key is you want to turn on USB auto connection, And then depending on which of the storage you want to share, either the internal storage, which it calls system storage, or the SD card, you're going to check one or other of these two checkboxes. And when you start typically with Dapper, the first storage area it's going to look at is the system storage, and then it's going to want to see what's on the SD card. And as you saw, I have my artist split over both of those different locations.